Good morning, friends. Today we are going to continue next part of this unit. First part is nothing but the surface chemistry. This surface chemistry is very much simple and limited topic. In that we have seen first of all the basic terms. Then we talk about different types of the adsorption, chemical adsorption and physical adsorption. Then we talk about the adsorption isotherm and their different types. Then we come to know the Langmuir adsorption isotherm. Today we are going to discuss the next part of this unit, that is nothing but the beat adsorption isotherm. BET, it is not a BEET, beat. This beat is nothing but the initials of the three scientists. B for the Bronner, E for the Emmett, and T for the Taylor. This beat adsorption isotherm is nothing but the next theory of the adsorption. First of all, in the Langmuir adsorption isotherm, we talk about the adsorption taking place in the monolayer only. Means what we have seen in Langmuir adsorption isotherm is applicable at a restricted temperature or pressure condition. According to the Langmuir, multiplayer formation does not occur. But this beat means the Bronner, Emmett and Taylor propose the theory of multilayer adsorption, which occurs at a side range of the temperature and the pressure. For this purpose, we have to talk about the postulates of this particular beat adsorption isotherm. This particular postulates on which the beat adsorption isotherm is based. The adsorbed layer may be the multimolecular in thickness. Langmuir's assumptions apply to each layer. Means first is that whatever the adsorption will be there, that may be the multimolecular in thickness, also multilayer. Simply it is a multilayer. Then Langmuir's assumptions will be applied to each layer. There is a dynamic equilibrium between the successive layers. The rate of desorption forms first layer is equal to the rate of condensation of the preceding layer. The rate of desorption forms first layer. Also, the rate of desorption of the first layer is equal to the rate of condensation of the preceding layer. The heat of adsorption is applicable to only the first layer. After the first layer, heat of adsorption is equal to the latent heat of condensation of wafer. The forces that produces condensations are responsible for binding energy in successive multimolecular layers. These are the fields assumptions on which the beat adsorption isotherm is based. First one is that multimolecular, whatever the adsorption will take place, or say adsorbed layer will be in the multimolecular, is multilayered in thickness. Then Langmuir adsorption isotherm will be applicable for the each layer. There is a dynamic equilibrium between the successive layer. The rate of desorption forms first layer is equal to the rate of condensation of the preceding layer. The heat of adsorption is applicable to only first layer. After the first layer, heat of adsorption is equal to latent heat of condensation of vapor. The forces that produce condensation are responsible for binding energy in successive molecular layer. The very much important part is nothing but the equation, that whatever the all these postulates that we have seen that can be expressed in the equation form is called as the beat equation. And what is the significance of the terms involved in it? Okay, P upon V in bracket P0 minus P is equal to 1 upon Vm into C plus C minus 1 Vm by C into P upon P0. This is the Beat equation applicable for the multimolecular layer formation. V is equal to equilibrium volume of the gas adsorb. P0 is the saturated vapor pressure at the same temperature. Vm is the volume of gas required to occur unit mass of the adsorbent unimolecular layer. C is a constant for the given adsorbent given by the equation. C is equal to exponential delta H1 minus delta Hm upon RT, where delta H1 is the heat of adsorption of the first layer and the heat of Hm is the heat of adsorption of the all layer above the first. That is a multi-layer. Our equation is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c with positive slope. Now check the validity of this Beat equation. Test this equation. Validity of the Beat equation. The Beat equation is given by the expression P upon V in bracket P0 minus P is equal to 1 upon Vm into C plus C minus 1 Vm into C P upon P0. The validity of Beat equation is confirmed by plotting a graph of P upon V in bracket P0 minus P against P upon P0. The graph is linear with the slope C minus 1 upon Vm into C and the intercept 1 upon Vm into C. Thus, one can obtain the value of Vm and C. This is the validity we are going to check. This graph we have to plot in the during the answer. Okay. Determination of the surface area from the Beat equation. Beat demonstrated the use of the adsorption studies in the determination of the surface area of that particular substance or the powder. The Beat method is based on the assumption that in the adsorption of the gases showing type 2 isotherm. Type 2 isotherm is shown here. Okay. From the plot of P upon V in bracket P minus 0, P0 minus P versus P by P0, slope is equal to C minus 1 upon C into Vm and the intercept 1 upon C into Vm. Slope plus intercept is equal to C minus 1 upon C into Vm plus 1 upon C into Vm. That is a C upon C into Vm is equal to 1 upon Vm. Slope plus intercept is equal to 1 upon Vm. Therefore, Vm is equal to 1 upon slope plus intercept. The volume Vm should be converted into volume under STP condition, standard temperature pressure condition. STP is nothing but a standard temperature pressure condition. You can see here T is equal to T0, that is at 273 Kelvin 1.15. P is equal to P0 is equal to 1 atm, that is equal to 101.32 kilopascal. Let Vx be the volume under STP for the given gas. Then the number of moles of the gas adsorbed can be given by N is equal to P0 into Vx upon RT0. The number of molecules of a gas adsorbed can then be given by X is equal to P0 Vx into upon RT0 into N. Avogadro number you can just multiply by the Avogadro number, you will get the number of molecules. First of all, number of moles you will get. If sigma is the area occupied by the each molecule, the surface area S of the adsorbent can be given by S is equal to P0 Vx into N into sigma divided by RT0. Just whatever the number of molecules will be there, just you have to multiply by the area occupied by each molecule, you will get the surface area of this particular adsorbent. Numerical is given, only one numerical is taken. You can try for the multiple numericals over here. The volume of the nitrogen gas adsorbed on catalytic surface was found to be 128.8 centimeter square plus gram. Calculate the surface area of the silica gel adsorbent if each nitrogen molecule occupied the surface area of 16.2 into 10 raised to minus 20 meters square. What is given? It is given that the Vx is given 128.8 centimeter cube per gram, that is a 0.1288 gram per dm cube or gram dm cube or say dm cube per gram. Sigma is equal to, that is given, surface area, or say sigma is nothing but what we have seen, area occupied by the molecule is given 16.2 into 10 raised to minus 20 meters. At standard temperature pressure, 1 mole of the gas is equal to 22.4 dm cube is equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to 23 molecule per mole. Therefore, number of molecule of nitrogen is equal to, what we will do, we will divide by this 22.4 to this particular Vx, then it will give you 5.75 into 10 raised to minus 3. Therefore, number of molecule of gas is equal to, we will multiply by this 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 to this equation, and you will get 3.46 into 10 raised to 21. Okay. Then surface area of 1 gram silica gel is equal to number of molecules of the gas into area occupied by the each molecule, means this 3.46 into 10 raised to 21 into 16.2 into 10 raised to minus 20, that is nothing but the 560.52 meter square per gram. Very simple it is. The numerical is very simple. Please think on it. Please go through this part well. If you are not getting anything, I will explain it again. Very simple part it is. Just you have to practice it well. This formula you have to remember. What is there? How you can determine this particular surface area from the Pitt equation. For this purpose, I said we have to consider that the adsorption of the gases showing this type 2 adsorption isotherm. We have seen the 5 types of the adsorption isotherm there. This is of the second. In that we have seen first layer will form. After that first layer, this multi-layer formation will take place. Okay. Same way, what we will do, we are going to plot a graph. Once we plot a graph, at that time we will get the slope and the intercept. When we will sum the slope and the intercept, at that time we will get slope plus intercept is equal to 1 upon Vm. That's why Vm is equal to 1 upon slope plus intercept. The volume Vm should be converted into the volume under STP. STP is nothing but T is equal to T0, right? P is equal to P0. Then let a Vx be the volume under the STP for the given gas. Then the number of molecules of gas adsorbed is given by N is equal to P0 Vx divided by RT0. The number of molecules of the gas adsorbed on can be given by X is equal to P0 Vx upon RT0 into N. We will multiply by the Avogadro number. 36.023 into 10 raised to 23 molecules per mole. Then sigma, if the sigma is the area occupied by each molecule, the surface area is of the adsorbent can be given by the equation S is equal to P0 Vx divided by RT0 into N into sigma. That you have to see. And this numerical, sometimes the numerical is coming, big equation is there. For the 5 marks the equation is come. Okay, got this point? 5 marks question will be based on this particular bit equation or say numerical. Please do it well. Very simple part it is. You have to prepare this part well. If you are not getting this part, you can easily ask me. Very simple numerical it is again. Okay, please try it. Then we will see the number of examples later on. Please go through these daily lectures because daily we are going to take the small part. Please prepare it well. Please read daily. If you are not getting, you can ask on the WhatsApp group or say Telegram, that Google Classroom. We will stop here. Thank you.